huge news today from Disney Lorcana's trading card game, thanks to Ravensburger. I never upload 2 videos a day. And I never leave my business halfway through the day just to come here to make a video. But this news is so important that I had no choice. So you guys hopefully take this as seriously as I do. And let me know what you think in the comment section below as what the implications are, because this is huge news. And of course, like the video and subscribe if you want more content like this. And here it is. Here is the news. Dragonfire in action. Action cards. We do not know if these are instants or sorceries or whatever. Like if they can be activated instant speed or sorcery, you can just activate from your hand and that's it. Nobody knows. But we have another card type besides just the characters. We have actions. Now, what does this card do? Keep in mind, it is red colored. Red colored. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But this thing apparently costs 5. I don't know if it matters that the 5 cost here is a different kind of shape than this. Technically, they're the same hexagon, I believe. Only the characters have this like cool little design outside it. This does not have a cool design outside it. I don't know if that's intentional or not. With this shading here, it looks like there's kind of something going on, if you guys see what I'm saying here. Regardless of that, banish chosen character. Now, we've seen this used before. We've seen character on things like Mickey Mouse. Only characters with evasive can challenge. So we know that these are the characters. And banish, we know that things get banished when this character is challenged and banished. You know what I mean? When you play this character, you may banish chosen opposing character, which is basically destroying, deleting, killing, whatever word you want to use. Now, this is big. This is big news. This was what Lorcana and Ravensburger was teasing the other day with the little puzzle thing. Like, oh, and they actually used the terms actions burn louder than words or something like that, which is hilarious because this is an action card. That was very cleverly placed. Now, we need to bring up something important here. We need to bring up the inks again. I don't know why I showed that, but that's okay. Here we have the 6 ink types, right? So we know that this is Ruby. And we know that we have 2 Ruby characters so far. I'm bringing this up because we have 2 inks we can use per deck. So if this is our first removal card, right? Banish chosen character. If it's an action that removes thing, it means that if you want access to this card, you have to play red. You have to play red. You have to play Ruby. You have no choice. Which leads to some interesting deck building theory. Maybe you want to play an Emerald-based deck, but want access to like red removal cards. No problem. Maybe you can do that. Maybe that's the way you go, where the base of your deck is Emerald ink, but then you splash in some red ink for removal or whatever. That's pretty cool. That's really nice to see. Something you also might have noticed is on the character cards, we have these little ink drops here. We have these. We have these. Some have more than others. This has none. It's got none. Now, what that leads me to believe, and I can't remember anything about this, but like, we don't know much about these little ink symbols here, but it leads me to think that maybe these have something to do with the life system, win condition, or what have you. Because these are your characters that'll actually be doing the fighting. So these things might be responsible for dealing damage per se or whatever, where this is just an action card. That doesn't do anything like that. It's just an action card. We obviously don't know. We don't know. And we won't know until 2023. So we can speculate all we want, but we don't really know. I also like here that they're using the art to hide kind of the flavor text or whatever. Or maybe they're hiding something important. If you look at the bottom of these cards, you just see flavor text, right? but you don't see anything else besides, the art and all that, blah, blah, blah. Here maybe they're just hiding flavor text, or maybe they're hiding a secondary effect. I don't know. Nobody knows. We have no idea. I just find it interesting that they chose to hide it when these are just like flavor texts, right? That seems really interesting to me. And I might just be looking into nothing. I might just be over analyzing it, but I do find that rather suspicious. I really do. Little cool flavor note here: Dragon Fire seems really, really close to the name of the move, or Dragonfire. If we want to reference something, there's the Disney Villainous game, right? Villainous? I like Villainous, by the way. And if we look up Dragonfire, look what we get. We get Green Fire here, and we get... That's it. I thought there was more to that. I thought when I searched earlier there was something else. But no big deal. Like, you know what I mean, though? Like... They're definitely going with the lore here. They're trying to introduce lore, and lore is cool. We like lore here. Makes the cards more flavorful, makes them more relatable to Disney fans. That sounds okay. I'm personally not huge into it, but it's a little bit of a flavor pitch for those that are interested in it. So that's kind of cool. Is there any more analysis that we can do though on this? Is there anything else that we know? Not really. We don't know if you need Maleficent on the field to do Dragonfire. I doubt it. I highly doubt that's the way they're going to go. But I guess that is a consideration. We don't know if the play costs, again, mean anything different because this has cool little gold outline and the other one doesn't. We don't know that. We also don't know how many cards you can play per deck, which is kind of like something I thought in the back of my head. Like, it's a 5-cost removal card, basically. I'm assuming it's a removal card. I think people are trying to take the wording a little too seriously. Like, banish chosen character. I think this just simply means choose a character and banish it. I don't think we need to look any deeper past that. I'm pretty sure they just revealed the first removal card in the game. And the 8th card in the game. Don't forget that. We now know 8 cards in this game, which is higher than 7. Anyway, I think it's really cool. There's no stats like the characters here, none of that. No ink drops, none of that. No special flavor abilities like Adoring Fans, Freeze, You'll Be Start, none of that. It just looks like a simple removal card. But I want to keep this short and sweet, and I want to know what you guys think about it. So again, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. I think this is a great step, a nice little Christmas present from Disney Lorcana, so thank you for doing that. And speculate away. Have a good day, happy holidays, and all that.